Hello everyone. Today I'm going to review the Cainfy non-stick pen. The Cainfy is basically a Hexclad inspired or replica or bootleg, whatever you want to call it. So let's get this out of the box, see what it looks like, and then I'll season it and do a few tests on it. Packaging looks pretty good. Okay. Some assembly required. Looks like the handle just needs to be attached. Okay. So if you look at the finish on it, let me get my Hexclad. Let's look at it side by side. This is the Hexclad walk here. So, first difference I spot is on this Cainfy. I don't know how much detail you see. There you go. The hexagons are solid lines with what is that, 7 dots in the middle of the stainless steel showing up. On the Hexclad, on the side of the pen, on the walls of the pen, on this walk, it's solid lines, but on the bottom portion, the hexagons are made of dots as well. So some slight differences there. One thing I do see about this that I really like though, is that the rivets don't show through on the pen. It's perfectly smooth. This is where the handles attach. They attach only on the outside, and there's nothing here. That's where food tends to gunk up and things like that. So let's see, let's get this assembled and we'll go from there. Alright, so there's the other big difference between the Hexclad and this Cainfy. Hexclad bottom has the same as the inside. This is just a plain stainless steel bottom. Now I don't know what the purpose of having this on the outside is as well. I haven't noticed any benefit of it. Maybe there'll be some difference in heat retention, but we'll see. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and wash this and season it. There's no instructions with it. It doesn't say that it should be seasoned, but I'm assuming, well, I'm going to treat it like the Hexclad, and the Hexclad did instruct you to season it before the first use. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll do some cook tests. Alright, here we have the two pans side by side. This is the Hexclad on the right here. And so to make sure they're on an even playing field, so this Hexclad I've had for several months now, but I went ahead and gave it a nice scrubbing with some dish soap and then re-seasoned it at the same time that I seasoned this one. So they should both be evenly seasoned at this point. They're both preheating on medium or maybe slightly below medium right now, and we're gonna cook 2 over easy eggs in each of them, and then we're gonna fry some queso fresco and we'll see how they behave. Here we go. So what you notice with this one is probably need to give it a little longer preheat time. The pan is centered over the flame right now, but you can see that it's not heating as evenly as this one. Alright, let's see how this one does here. Yeah, so it's not Doesn't quite slide around on its own, but spatula goes underneath very easily. Nice easy flip there. It's not quite set yet. Let's go over here and try these. So this one actually slides around a fair bit on its own. Nice easy flip there. Yolk it popped on that one, but you can see when it's freshly seasoned, it does flip pretty easily. There we go. Nice and easy. There we go. So it's both performing as expected right now. And this was $35 off of Amazon with Prime shipping. So certainly quite a bit less than the Hexclad. Let's get these out. Alright, both performed beautifully there. Let's turn the heat off. Let's see, got this residue here. Comes off quite easily. Nothing really stuck. And on the Hexclad here, same thing. Very easy cleanup. Just gonna wipe that out with a paper towel. And on the Hexclad, you can see some discoloring along the edges there. That's normal. Hexclad tells you that it'll happen too. And if it bothers you, you can take like an SOS pad to it. But it doesn't bother me, doesn't affect the performance. So, but I'm curious to see if this Cainfy will have that same discoloring over time. Let's get these preheated again. Alright, so after wiping down from the eggs, I haven't added any additional oil. Let's go ahead and put some slabs of queso fresco on there. So if you watched my first video on the Hexclad where I reviewed the Hexclad, I had a hard time with the over easy eggs. And I think I was treating it kind of the way you would treat a typical non-stick skillet, and you can't. You really do need to treat it more like a stainless steel or a carbon steel pan to have that non-stick effect. So as I mentioned in the previous video, it's definitely not super non-stick. Like the Happy Call is an example I use, or even the Granite Rock or the Granite Stone pans. So that's what you're looking for. Neither of these is going to be what you're looking for. If you're looking for something that has the versatility of stainless steel, oven safe, metal utensil safe, but is very easy to clean up, and if seasoned properly and kept seasoned without using harsh cleaners, dish soap, things like that, then this could be what you're looking for, and we'll continue to test this one and see how it stacks up against the Hexclad. Alright, here we go. So, it's definitely not loose, but flipped very cleanly, did not stick to the pan. You see here, same thing, you do feel a little resistance. And you can see the skin of the, kind of the crispy part of the skin did come off of that. So let's get these out of here so they don't burn. Well, let's let these go for a little bit and we'll do another flip. So what I was reading on the description of this one on Amazon, it explains the hexagonal pattern, and it's supposed to kind of trap water vapor and create a little distance from the pan. I actually didn't realize that when I got the Hexclad. I didn't realize it until I read this, and you can kind of see the bubbling over here and see that effect at work. Alright, let's go again. So again, doesn't slide around as you see in some of the video advertisements from Hexclad that you see on Instagram or their website or whatever. But again, nice and easy. See here, same thing, doesn't slide around on its own. And again, this was just seasoned. Here. So I'd say results are pretty close. This one honestly felt a little more stuck on than this one. So far, results pretty similar. But as I mentioned previously, as well as in my last video, the strong suit of the Hexclad isn't necessarily its non-stickability, it's its versatility. So I do find myself using metal utensils in it pretty often. It's a great way to cook a nice thick steak, throw it in the oven after you sear it. You don't have to change pans or anything like that. So this has seen a lot of metal utensil use. I've even used a knife in here to separate a piece of chicken, and it hasn't scratched at all. You can see no concerns with that. This is the first time I'm doing this, so let's see if I get any scratches on it. Let me turn the light on here so we can get a better look. Get this out of the way. So first with just some spoons. Looks good so far. Take it up a notch. Steak knife in here. Ah, look at that. It scratches. So I'm glad I got this off of Amazon Prime, because it looks like this needs to be returned. In the description it does say metal utensil safe, 100% scratch proof, but you can see there that the non-stick coating in between the stainless steel hexagons does indeed scratch. So I will not be using this anymore for food. So there you have it, $35 Hexclad inspired pan. Not worth it. If you're looking for a super non-stick around that price range, the granite stone or the granite rock pans are great. If you want something a little higher end, I really recommend the Happy Call. But again, if you're looking for something that behaves like stainless steel but is a little more versatile, a little easier to clean, you will be happy with the Happy Call. Thanks for watching.